So you can say hi to everybody on the camera. Hi, guys.
I'll just say hi to myself when I see you.
The only person missing, actually Amber just pulled up.
Okay, cool. We just need to send her with some rollers.
Some rollers? Okay.
We have a big roller. She likes me.
Yeah, she likes the big roller anyway, so she just needs one. Okay. I'm gonna crank some heat because standing up, it's warm, but the second you lay down on the floor, it's not. Okay. Any requests today?
Calves.
Calves, okay. Is that like a neck thing or, okay. Does everybody know Nate?
No.
That's Nate.
Nate, Sunshine, nice to meet you.
So this is Pi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nancy, Karen, Ross, Karina, Dahlia. You guys have met, right? So Nate's my middle child. Yeah. Yeah. He's the one that doesn't look anything like me. Okay. So on fascia, if we take fascia and we sit on it repeatedly, so I come over here and I drive my car and I sit on my fascia here, I create what's called dams. Hello. And so that fascia, instead of being springy like this, is flattened like this. But if we take that fascia and we start pulling it and moving it and adding moisture and drinking a ton of water to moisturize it, we start working that dry sponge and all of a sudden it springs back up. When it springs back up, it stretches properly. Now in Rolfing, they would say, they would lengthen your fascia. They're not lengthening your fascia, and what they're doing is they're making it more supple by moving it to moisturize it so it moves again. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, is move and lengthen this and get it springy. So there's some things that we do that are like shampooing it to make it bubble up. And we stretch it for a moment, or release it. Sometimes we're adding a little friction to it. We do different things to get it springy. When it's springy like this, the rivers that run through it, like these little beads that run through, they communicate. And the importance of that is the fascia is 700 times quicker in communication when it's hydrated and working properly than our nervous system. So I have an 85-year-old that comes in and they say, I'm losing my balance. And I was like, well, let's work on a Bosu ball, and let's work on your feet, and let's work on that. And I'm like, I couldn't get their balance. Now I work on their fascia, and they're like, huh, check me out. And so it's the fascia. The second the rivers are flowing, the communication is that much quicker. So if you step off a curb, you're like, oh, I got it. You don't fall over. So when we're dehydrated and our fascia is mashed, there's no communication. The other way to think about it is if I were to take a dish towel and I'm picking up a hot pan off the stove, if that dish towel is wet and I pick it up, I'm going to burn my hand, because it's wet and moisturized and the rivers are flowing through that dish towel. Okay, and I burn my hand. If I take a dried out dish towel and pick up the pan, I don't burn my hand because there's no communication, it's dried out. So does that kind of make sense? So that's what I'm doing with you guys today. You're gonna find a piece of tile on the floor, and what I want you to do is I'm gonna check your balance. Hi, honey. And we're gonna come up in the tree pose. So you're going to bring the foot up to wherever you're comfortable in tree pose and just hold and balance it. Good. And then we got one more. Nate, I'm going to put you up here. Is that okay? Okay.
Sure?
Yeah, we're good. Blue, I'm going to put you on Nate's spot. Nate, you're up.
Are you sure?
Yeah. He's little. If he falls off, he won't sue me.
That's the good point.
Switch to the other leg. And so we're just doing balance right now. And I want you to feel your balance.
Did we switch legs?
We did.
You want to switch with me?
Switch legs if you haven't. And then come up onto both your toes and balance. Good. And then close your eyes and do the same thing. And what we're doing right now is just taking measurements. Where are we? How well is our body communicating? Good. And the eyes are open. You guys got a good idea how balanced or how non-balanced you are? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna roll all the way down and we're gonna put our palms flat on the floor, or is it your knuckles or your fingertips, fingernails? And I want you to take a measurement with a straight leg of how flexible you are here. So try it with straight legs and see how far off the floor you are. Good, everybody have a measurement? Okay, roll it up. Good. We're gonna start by just laying down on the mat. You're okay with that, right? Okay. So I'm putting you down on the mat. And you're just gonna go palms facing up, like a capital A. Legs outreached. And I invite you just to close your eyes and go inside. So I'm just helping you find your body and space. There are masses and spaces in your body. Your head is a mass. Your neck is a space. Your shoulders are a mass. Your rib cage is a mass. Good. Lower back is a space. Your glutes are a mass. Backs of your legs are a mass, ideally. Knees are a space, calves are masses, ankles space, heels mass. And I want you just to feel this wave that goes through your body, and I want you to feel how fluid and flowy it is. We're going to see if we can change that at the end of class. Maybe you can get it more fluid and flowy. From there, your eyes open, and I want you to feel your eye socket. Is it straight to the ceiling, or do you feel like you're slightly looking behind you? Also, are you slightly looking more with the right eye than the left eye? Is your head tilted at all? And just take a measurement. Now feel your shoulders. Do they feel blown open? Like your shoulders are just smeared open and relaxed down on the mat? Or do you feel like your shoulders want to curl up off the mat? Good. Take those arms out to a capital A so your hands are on the cold tile floor. I apologize. And what I want is with them on that cold tile floor is the palms are facing towards the ceiling. Good. And go capital A. So just follow me with the other one. There it is. And I want you to feel your metacarpals, your knuckles, and see if all your knuckles, when relaxed, are on the floor, or do you feel like your pointer is off the floor a little bit? Okay. You guys have a measurement? Feel the backs of your ribs. And see if your ribs are down onto the mat completely, or do they feel like they're launched up off the mat? Take a measurement. Take your pointer finger and put it in your belly button. And from there, I want you to feel the gap in your back. Is it small or is it large, like a suspended bridge? Take a measurement. It's a mental measurement. Good. And then working down to the glutes. The glutes are like two firm balls, equally weighted, like cantaloupes. And your tailbone, ideally, would be up off the mat. But sometimes if we have stuck stress in our pelvis, our tailbone will be hitting the mat. Take a mental snapshot. Feel the backs of your legs. Are your legs down onto the mat? Or do you feel like you could drive a semi-truck underneath them? Good. Feel your calves that they're equally weighted. Love you. Okay. Feeling the calves equally weighted. And now take a peek at your feet and see if they're 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock or 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. If they're straight up and down, it's a little stuck stress in that pelvis. We want to just be out 11 and 1. Take a measurement. Good. Close your eyes again, and I want you to feel the weight of your body from the left to the right. Is your left side more weighted than your right side, or your right side more weighted than your left? And you might be centered, which is beautiful and wonderful. Good. From there, we're going to bend our knees and take our knees towards the left. Small, small. I'm just checking who and, okay. Take your small roller, and just like Pi's doing, you're going to line it up with your tailbone and your head. Just don't fall off. So your tailbone's on and your head's on. So the way I sneak up onto this, can you see yours for a second? Is I do this. It's like hunting rabbit. You want to come up, just slip up onto it and lower yourself nice and straight onto it. There you go. Because you want it up underneath the head too, so you got to bring it all the way up. Bring your tailbone all the way. Keep coming down. Make a Pilates stance with your feet, toes are apart, heels together. This is a measurement. So we're toes apart, heels together. Amber, put your hand over your head for a second. Just so she's open the door. Thank you, just in case. And then open your heels so that you're parallel. Good, so feet are parallel now, the heels are apart. Right, Karina? There you go. Perfect, knees are bent. Good. Okay. From here, we're going to do what's called gentle rocking. Your nose, your rib cage, and your hips are going to move together and slightly rock to the right until your elbow touches in that capital A, and then over to the left. Think of your nose, your sternum, and your hips as one piece moving. So I rock until one elbow touches, and then I rock until the elbow on the other side touches. Good. Bring the hands, one on top of your chest and one on top of your tummy. You are now a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So one on top of the chest and one on the belly. Right. There you go. And what I want you to do is you're a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And as you breathe in, the top piece of bread is going to go up towards the ceiling, and the bottom piece is going to go down into your roller. Breathe top to bottom at the same time. Good, and again. Breathe into your pieces of bread. Good. Now move your hands to the side onto your ribs. Your thumbs are behind you, and your hands are around the ribs. So go right up on those ribs. There you go. And now, as you breathe, expand to the sides. And exhale. Good. Expand into the sides. And exhale. And again, expand into the sides. So I'm breaking down what's called the 3D breath in the 3 parts. Good. Take your hand, one or the other, and place it right up on your clavicles. So right around your neck. And the other hand, like a fig leaf, over the pubic bone. When you breathe now, the head and the base are going to go away from each other at the same time. So breathe and expand through the crown of your head and down through your base chakra. Just breathing. Inhale, expand the spine, and exhale. Good, and again, inhale, lengthen both directions. And exhale. And expand again, inhale. And exhale. Good, we're gonna take all 3 sandwich, rib, base, through pelvic floor, put them all together. So you're now a soft beach ball. And you're gonna inhale every direction into your beach ball, 3D breath. See if you can feel all 6 directions on each inhale. Good. Keeping this going, take the heels of your hands and place them on your hips, on the bony part of your hip. Fingertips go towards your pubic bone. It's like you're making a diamond. You're going to inhale, and you're going to lengthen your lower back along that roller like you're stretching your lower back. And as you exhale, you're going to tilt away and make that tailbone heavy, and it should feel good. And again, inhale, tuck. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, tuck, really lengthen that lower back. Exhale. And one more. Inhale, tuck. And exhale, tilt. We're going to use breath now to feel our core. So you're going to inhale. You can leave your pelvis just neutral right now. Inhale, beach ball breath. And on your first exhale, you're going to make the sound H-A. Ha. Feel your core. Ha. Inhale again. And your second noise is going to be S-E. Feel your core. Connect. Good. Third breath, after you inhale and exhale, will be the sound of shh. Today, pick your favorite one that you feel the core the most. Inhale here and make that sound. Good. Do it one more time, but this time, get the same feeling without making an audible sound. Did everybody connect on that, what that meant? So you're still making the pursing of the lips or the roof of your mouth or your tongue is still making that same shape, but no noise comes out. And that will be your breath today to find your core. Speaking of core, make a Pilates stance with your feet again, toes apart, heels together. Make sure they haven't widened out. And then bring your heels into parallel again. That's your measurement. Holding your feet there, you're going to bring your palms facing down. Good, capital A. And make a spider push-up with your hands. So Ross, you can go out to that capital A. There you go. Perfect. And what I want you to do is inhale and lift your left foot 1/4 inch with your favorite sound or the feeling that you feel in your core when you make that sound. Inhale, bring that foot down. And then the right foot comes up just 1/4 inch. It's just a hover. Inhale and bring it back down. Good. Is everybody okay on their rollers, or does anybody feel like their back's getting sore? Are you okay? Okay. Let me know, because we got half rollers too. Ross, you're good? Okay. From here, the hands come onto the body. Good. Now to know if your rivers are flowing and your communication is up, here it is. It's a balance. Inhale with the elbows off the ground. So elbows are up. Good, up off the ground. And exhale, lift your left foot 1/4 inch. Nice. And then bring it down and switch to the other side. Nice. Now, if you were able to balance this perfectly, you're done. Your fascia's communicating. We perfectly know where we're at in space. Our autopilot's on, and you're good to go. But if you have a little bit of a wiggle, we just got a little bit more work to do on the fascia. So what I'm going to do is have you take your hands out to the side, and now go palms facing down. Dahlia, come down a little bit lower, the hands. There you go. So think of yourself as a capital A. Reach like you're shooting lasers through those fingertips. Match me on the other side, so come down a little bit more. Good. And then you're going to smear your hands up like you're trying to look at the bass drum behind you. So this is you're smearing your hands back.
And our elbows are off.
Elbows are off because your hands are shooting lasers. There you go. So it's like you're pulling. What we're doing is we're stretching our fascia. We put it in the dryer. It's a little too short today, so we're going to really take it and pull on that fascia. Your hands smearing this way. Okay. I know it's kind of a weird one. Shoot lasers. Good. Take your nose and let it drop. Without lifting it, let it drop to the right side. So your nose is to the right. And then sniff the air like it smells good. We're pulling the fascia through the side of the neck and the shoulder. Let your rib cage go towards your nose to open up that fascia a little bit more on that left side. So you're looking for this fascia pull. So your rib cage is going towards the side, the right side. Holding it there, shoot laser still, and drop your left elbow. You can sniff the air a little bit more. Is everybody feeling a fascia pull? It's like I'm kind of pulling through. Keep your nose that way. Your rib cage goes that way. Good. If it feels too intense, come out of it when you need to. And it's like I'm pulling this arm. Keep the nose that way, and the ribs. You feel a little bit here, or in here? Okay, or through here? Ross, are you feeling it? Okay. Fascia is sneaky, but once we get used to feeling it, it's really easy to find. Right side. Yeah. And dropping that left elbow back towards the mat. Good. Bring it back to center. Did you feel that one? Okay. Are you just telling me that? Okay. Take it over the other way. The nose goes to the left. Shoot lasers. Fingertips are trying to look at the trim behind you. And you're still in that capital A, shooting lasers. Sniff the air like you're smelling something good. Let your rib cage fall to the left. Good. Drop that right elbow slightly like it's trying to reach down to the mat. And just kind of look around for that fascia. Can you find it on this side, Karen?
It's supposed to be over here?
Nope, this side.
Oh, okay. I can feel it on this.
Okay, like through here and through here. You're welcome. Bring it back to center. Good. Hold a yoga block in your hands. If you need to, at any point, roll off the roller. That yoga block is going to be halfway between your ribs and your hips. The arms stay straight, so push down that roller. Arms push on the yoga block. Good. And reach that scapula around your body. Good. Check your yoga block that's halfway between your ribs and your hips. Good. And then drop down so that scapula drops around the roller, like drapes around the roller behind you. Yes. And reach. And drape. Good. And feel that scapula roll around the roller. And again, reach up and down. And one more time, reach. Good. And down. Hold your hands there. You now have banana taffy. So everyone's kind of pulled on taffy. It's stretchy. And grab that taffy. Now this taffy is halfway between your ribs and your hips. And you're going to pull this taffy until magically it becomes a large beach ball. You're going to hold and pull on the taffy and hold that beach ball 1 inch off your rib cage. So if you look up, you're holding that beach ball at 1 inch off your rib cage. So that means those arms are pretty low out to the sides. Go a little bit lower, tiny bit lower, and reach away. Now, one hand tilts in and one hand tilts back without the elbows moving. And switch, and switch, switch, and switch. Good, switch, and switch. Make closed fists and do the same thing. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel the fascia stretching, usually in the back of the hands. But it might be in your forearms. It might be through your chest. Can you find it, Karen? Yeah. Palms face down and open one hand and close one hand. Pull your taffy again if you've lost your taffy. Lift your beach ball off 1 inch off your ribs. Palms still facing down. Make fist. Doesn't that feel good? And release it. Straighten your left leg. Roll to your left. Good, come off the roller. Now, take the roller for a second and push it to the side. Make a capital A and just lay. We're going to do a rest reassess. Remember earlier, our rib cage was kind of off the mat. I want you to see if your shoulders feel more open. Does your rib cage settle down into the mat? Okay, not yet? Not yet. Okay, that's okay. I'll take that. From there, we're going to bend our knees and take the roller and place it right above, actually high up on our legs. Not where your back or your hips have to lift. And then we're going to inchworm down until your heels are on the floor. This is why I have you guys staggered. Your hands, that way you're not holding hands as much. And scoot down until your heels are on the tile floor. Good. No, I'm pretty good. There's some days like, oop. Okay, we're gonna make slow jumping jacks. Your knees turn out and go out. Knees come in and come in. I want you to feel that you're rolling that flesh around the bone. So I want you to go right here with the roller. There you go. And it's like I'm pulling the mass, muscles, and the flesh around the bone.
Just your legs.
Yeah, legs go. Just your legs. Knees go out. Knees come in. And just like I'm wringing out that, pulling that around. Yeah, got it. Perfect. Take that roller and go another 1.5 inches down. Were there requests that I forgot? Calves. What was the other request? Anything else? Melt the brain. Let those legs be heavy. Good. And as you come in, out as you go out. Whoop. And in. Karen, are you still cold? Are you warm enough?
I'm
Okay. Is everybody warm enough? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know the floor is the coldest place in Pagosa. Take that roller, and we're going to go underneath the beefcake part of your calves. So that's just the fatty part of your calves. And straighten them out. Oh, right there. And right here, I just want you to bend your knees slightly and straighten. Good. Okay, if you have big feet, like me, and your heels are hitting really quick, there's a large roller around you, and if there's not, let me know. And you can switch to your large roller. So this is your, what'd you call it, the stumpy roller? The shorty. Chubby. This roller here. Bloom, I'm gonna have you try this one. Yeah, because your feet don't hit. And now as you're bending and straightening your legs, so bend just slightly and straighten. Karen, are you good there?
Yes.
Okay, bend and straighten. Delia, you good? Okay, I'm gonna have you cross your left leg over your right. Slide your both legs underneath you though, so don't get your hips all funky. Good, and I like the weight to be right on that calf. And as you bend in, turn the knee out. And as you come in, turn the knee in. And just make little circles. So it'll be like bending a knee, and at the same time, you're bending the knee, you're going in and out on that calf. There you go. Anytime that roller is moving, it's called gliding. Knee goes out to come in. Good. Yeah. Relax your feet. If your feet aren't relaxed, you're not touching your fascia, you're just in your muscle. And then let the roller come to a still position and just rock back and forth on that calf. Any stuck stress in there, Karen? Okay. So stuck stress loves to live in our calves, and it'll feel like walnuts or Rice Krispies. You're just gonna kind of roll out and then any stuck stress. You got some? Just a little bit. So when your fascia has stuck stress, you don't want to come up and just punch it in the face. You want to just ease on it. Good. Take that roller and let's go lower on the calf. Same calf, but lower. And as you bend your knee in and out, moving that roller, you can go knee out, knee in, but I want you to relax your feet. Relaxing the feet. You can keep them crossed, or if it feels better to have them uncrossed, that's fine also. You got your twilight pants on.
Yeah.
Relax those feet, Pi. can feel a difference if your feet are tight or if your feet are relaxed, and which one helps you. Tight would be muscle, relaxed is fascia. See if you can feel a difference. Things like this are fun to ponder and play with. What's the difference between fascia and muscle? Can you feel it? Pause there and just take a nice beach ball breath. Amber, put your hand over your head again. There's doors coming open. Good. And then switch to the other leg. Good. And from there, you're going to cross your left over your right. Or is it right over left? Right over left. And from there, you're underneath the beefcake part of your calf. Relax your feet and bend in and out. Thank you, Amber, for being the doorkeeper. Relax those feet. Relax. Good. Take that roller and go a little bit lower on the calf. Same thing, bend in and out. Your knees are kind of like making circles in and out. And actually move that roller. Knee in and out. So watch my hands. It's kind of like a just slow. Check your back that you're not tensing your back. Good. Maybe rock it back and forth a bit. This is called shearing. You could also play with this and round your ankles. Good. Let's just pause, no movement. Relax the feet and take a beach ball breath. And relax. Okay, if you're using a big roller now, you're going to use a big roller as we do this next thing. We're going to roll onto our right hip, and we're going to bring that roller out in front of our body. We're going to be rolling our inner thighs. So your bottom leg is straight, and your left knee, your top knee, is perpendicular from your body, so it's straight out from that hip. I personally like the big roller on this. Good. Once you have it, that knee and that roller, start here just for a moment. Once you have it there, so that roller's underneath the knee, good. You're going to slide it up until your foot's resting on the floor. Then push the top of the roller away until you have that capital Y. I'm actually going to go bigger roller here. Reach that leg straight. Good. Then straighten that leg, that left leg. Bring that roller up and put it like a capital Y going out. You see how it's like a capital Y? Yeah, and just roll. Now let your hip and your ribs and your shoulders move at the same time. You're rolling this stuff out in here. You feel that one, Ross? Yeah. You can even go knee down. Yes. Or knee up. Mm-hmm. You go a little lower here. Yeah. So if you're not feeling it, push that roller closer to the knee, not on the joint. Are you okay there? There. You feel that, Blue? Okay, now find a tender spot, hang out, and bend your knee. There should be no pain. It could be maybe a little bit of wasabi. And just hold the roller still, and now bend the knee and straighten. Keep it right above the knee. So like keep it there, and just bend and straighten. You feel that though, right? Okay. Now keep the knee bent at a 90-degree angle. You're gonna bring that heel up to the ceiling like a windshield wiper and down. Good, keeping the core on. And it should feel like, like, wah. You should start drooling at this point. Good. Rest the foot. Take a beach ball breath. Giving that tissue to adapt to the movement we just did. Good. Remember what you are and mirror this on the other side. So that roller comes straight out from your body. So the roller is straight out from the body. The left leg is straight, and that left knee is going to come up onto it. Right knee is up on it. Good, and then you're going to pull the roller towards that base trim again. So that roller slides all the way up, so you'd have it just a tiny bit below the knee. And then tilt it out like a Y. And that way it's following the shape of your leg. Bring this one straight. Bonk. Good. Y. There. See your Y?
So this is the wall.
Yeah, push the head of the roller away from you.
It's this leg and this is the wall.
Yeah.
So then, what do
You're going to reach towards Ross like you're going to goose him. Good. Reach those legs, right leg straight. And let your ribs and your shoulders move at the same time so you're not in your lower back. Good. You can roll knee down. Scoot back a little bit more. There. You feel a difference? Yeah. Okay. Is your knee straight out from your hip? If not, you can just shift it up a little bit more. Good. Find a tender spot. Keep your core on. Bend and straighten your leg without the windshield wiper. Just bend and straighten. If you can't find a spot, let me know. I'll come help you. Lumpy one. Then keep the knee bent at 90-degree angle and lift the heel to the ceiling and down. Nice. Feel the fascia. Can you guys feel it? Yeah, it's like a cellophane body inside of our body, and you're stretching and pulling on it so that it's flowy and it's movie. So when you go to back your car, you can turn around and look without being like, ouch. Bring the foot down to the floor. Take a beach ball breath and just relax. Good. We're going to flip over to the other side, but I want you to take your small roller with you. Small, 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 small. Amber, let me know if you want me to unwrap a small. You. Do you want me to? You're good? Small, long. No stumpy. Chubby. The shorty. Okay, what I want you to do is you're gonna place this underneath your legs like this. And it would be right above the knees. I'm using Nancy because she's right in the middle. And then she's gonna come over onto her right forearm. She's gonna stay above the knee and she's gonna flip over and lift herself body up, but bring her toes to the ground. So toes go to the ground. And the toes are on the ground so you don't get too painful. And you're going to push off with your feet and pull back. And push off and pull. Is everybody okay here? Okay. I don't want pain. I want wasabi. Yeah. And you're only going to roll 6 to 7 inches. The 7 is for my super tall people. So 6 to 7 inches, that is it. This is a no zone. Good. And then rock your hips as you do this too. So I want it actually right here. There you go. Isn't that nice? Now bring your hips down to the floor and rock your hips in and out. So now your hips, your weight is resting on your hip and close your hips towards the floor and open your hips.
Not clamshell.
What's that?
Are you saying not clamshell?
No. Isn't this yummy? Okay, there's a terminology or a term called smurling. And what I want you to do is just mermaid your body or merman your body and just make small smearing circles. Smurl. The word for the day will be smurl. Yes. So remember, I teach you guys this so you can do this as your daily practice, especially if you've been really active or if you've had any sort of accident or major surgery. Good. Bring the hips back down. Take a beach ball breath. And switch to the other side. Make sure that roller's right above your knee, not underneath that joint, right above the joint. Thanks for being up here. Feet go to the floor, and that way you can use your feet to navigate and push and pull you. You're only working from the knee to 6 inches up. Lift the hips up. Good. And I like to have toes on the floor like this. Instead of getting up in the no zone, come right here, right there, and only go 6 inches and back. And so this middle part of your IT band, melt stays away from this. They only do here and here. Yeah.
Okay.
Drop your hips to the floor and close and open your hips. If you want, and your neck wants, you can lengthen the arm out. Can you do this all day? What was that, Karina? You know, when I did that 1 week straight, I've actually done it 2 weeks straight, but when I did the roller 1 week straight, I would lay in bed and go, no way, I've never felt so good. I mean, I just felt so good. Take and mermaid your body or smurl it. You want to be right here though. Right here, roller right. There you go. Now smurl. Good. Pause and take a beach ball breath. Okay. We are all going to shift to our right. Nate, you can stay up there because it's slick. I'm getting you off your mats. So you're going to take your tush to the tile floor and sit up. You're going to slide no matter what roller you have. You're going to slide your roller towards Amber's direction. So slide your roller to the right, and it's going to be underneath the right ankle. Okay. And then you're going to bend your left knee and anchor your foot. Now, if you have a slick sock on and you're warm enough, take your slick sock off. Because what I want you to do is, you'll get traction here. I saw that. Okay, so you're gonna turn the ankle in and I'm putting pressure on this foot here. And I'm gonna push down and pull back. But see how my leg is helping my arms? And that way I'm not in my shoulders. I'm trying to press around and it's arduous. I want you to use that foot. Does everybody feel that? Okay. So you're gonna turn in to go down. Foot goes in, go down the roller, and then pull up. She's got it, you can, good. And then turn out to go up. Now relax that foot. Good. Yeah. Keep relaxing the foot. When the foot's relaxed, the muscle won't fight the fascia work. And the reason we're going in to go up and out to go down is that's the way the fluid flows through our fascia, just like I was showing you earlier. Take the roller and go a little higher up. So now I want it above your knee. You can get over on Ross's area. There you go. Turn in to go down. Good. You can even take this roller there. And that way that foot can come. There you go. Oop, go opposite. In, turn knee in, there you go. And all the way to your sit bone. And then back. Relaxing the feet. Check your shoulders and neck, make sure they're okay. Relax the muscles. Your muscles tight. Do you need Naomi come stand on them for you?
Not any.
She like. And switch to your opposite ankle, which means your roller is going to slide all the way over to the left. And it's okay to get up on people's area and space. Bend that right knee so the foot's flat on the mat. Use that foot like a rudder. Turn in to go down and up. There you go. Use that one to lift you a little bit. Relax the foot. Relax. Karen's your bookend over here, Nate. The tight muscles.
Is it in, go up or down?
In to go up. Yeah. So we were talking about this last class that, if you're in an airport and you don't have a roller with you, is you just pull up the inside of your legs with your booty towards a wall and push down and come up, because that's getting those river flows. You can also take your flesh and wrap it around your bones. Okay, go above the knee. Knee goes in to go down, and out or up to come back. And you can roll this all the way to your sit bones. Think fascia, so think longer, swooping strokes, river flows. The more you do this, the more comfortable it becomes, like a dance. Good. Take your roller and just hold it to the side and lay down on your mat. Once you're laying down, you're going to take that roller and place it underneath your sacrum. And then I want you to feel the bony part of your hips. So your headlights that are shining towards the ceiling, put your fingertips on those bony parts. And then roll that roller down just slightly, or bring your fingertips down until you feel this dip. So you got bony part, dip. And right where that dip is, yes, that's where I want the roller. There you go. Lift up again. There you go. Okay. And then your hip flexors are super tight, just so you know. Okay, so bring that roller down a whole inch. The knees are bent, and then lift your knees right above your pelvis. And then take your knees and just shake them like they're shaking their head no. Now we're differentiating, so your rib cage is still, and your knees are just going to shake no without the rib cage moving. Take your legs slightly over to the left, just slightly. So just slightly to the left, and make circles. Whatever left you want. Relax your shins. Shins are relaxed, and the circles are small. So what you want to think about is that this right knee is just to the outside of the left nostril, and it's pretty small. Good, now hold them slightly over there. So slightly to the left, And then take that lower knee and make a bigger circle. So your left knee makes a bigger circle. You don't have to cross your ankles.
Oh, just by itself.
Yeah. Any chunks in there? Good. Rib cage is still. Nice. And then bring your knees together. Good. Then relaxing the shins down. So just relax the shins. Any stress? Yeah. Just pull it off of you. And then you're going to make a small march halfway down. Good. Let all your stress drip off. Go a little bigger. Now you're the fascia expert. So I'll show you what I was taught, and then you can go back to whatever feels right for your fascia. Okay. It's like you and Krista go, this is what I was taught. Do what you feel.
Well, this feels
Does it feel good? Okay.
well, you said small marches, so I was
Otherwise, people are like, wah, wah. Yeah. Bring your knees together, keep them to the side. So they're still slightly to the left, just slightly, just slightly. Good. Take a beach ball breath. Take them over to the other side. So when I say slightly, this means that that left knee is lined up with the right nostril, or just to the outside of the right nostril. It's really small. It makes circles, but hold the rib cage still because your core is on. Pause there and just move the right into circles and go a little deeper. Now what I've noticed, because I've been doing my melt as my daily practice, is if I melt the inner thigh and do this, I'm fine with this one-legged. If I don't melt my inner thigh and do one-legged, it's twingy. So it's something to kind of watch on your own body. Bring the knees together. Think about taking the foot halfway to the floor. Relax the shins and march. So you're still over slightly to the right. There you go. Rib cage is still. Good. Bring the knees together. Take a beach ball breath, still over to the side. Good. From there, I want you to hug both your knees in like you're doing a cannonball splash into a pool. Tuck your tail. Good. Keeping your tail tucked, drop your right foot to the floor. Okay, if you have no issues with your knees, you can wrap around the outside of your shin. If you have knee issues, you're just going to hold the foot there. Just hold it. Bonk. And bring it down, hold. If you have no knee, or you do have knee issues, you can hold underneath onto the leg. Now I want you to check your right knee that's not out to the side, but it's on the inside of your hip. So that means all parts of your feet are down on the mat, and especially ground the inner part of that foot. As you pull that knee in with both hands, pull in. I want you to tuck your tail and weight your right foot. Tuck your tail, and now shoot lasers through that knee. Can I pull on you? Okay. Tuck tail. God bless you. And what you're looking for is a stretch in the front of that thigh. Not muscle-wise, but fashion. See if you can feel the difference. Can you feel that? Okay. I like to inhale, release a little bit, exhale, go deeper. Delia, you feel it? Okay. Don't let it go out. Tuck tail. Tuck your tail. Sink those hips. There you go.
Yeah.
You feel that? Yes. There it is. You kind of sneak up on that fascia. And at home, it's a lot quicker here just because I want to make sure that everyone's good and their hips are good. Sorry.
That's okay.
Tuck tail.
Skating girl. Not skating girl. Ticklish girl.
That looks really good.
Put that down a little more.
Nice. See how the hips are going like this? Try to bring that hip equal. Good. And push through that knee. If it's too much, you guys release it. I know we're kind of a little long on it here. Nate, you're feeling it? Okay, tuck tail. Do you feel it here? Tuck your tail more. You guys, pubic bone the nose. It's okay, it just means your fascia's not tight there. Switching. Good, so at home you wouldn't hold it that long, just so you know. Make sure that knee is inside the hip. Do you want me to pull on you? Okay, tuck tail, pubic bone the nose. Hug that knee in. If it hurts the knee, go underneath the knee and hold the thigh. Isn't that great? Yes. Is that a good? Yeah, I don't know how to spell that one. How would you send that one on a text? Nice. Did you see you adjust here? Yeah. So Nancy Drake felt her fascia, you felt it slip, right?
Yeah, just like,
Boop.
like it was a tablecloth.
See how this hip's hiking? There you go. You feel it? Didn't think you'd see me like this today. Hi, Blue. Tuck your tail a little bit more. Good.
See how this is working today. The hips are up.
Each inhale, maybe back off of it a little bit so we're not in it too long. Pull that knee in, cannonball. Tuck that tail. Push the rib cage down. You guys release out of it when you feel like it's too much. Listen to your body. Tuck tail. You're just opening it all up in the front. Good. Did you feel that one, Ross? Tuck tail. There you go. Tuck tail even more. Put your rib cage down. Pubic bone to nose. And release. Bring both feet down to the mat. Okay, instead of a cannonball, I want you to go neutral pelvis. So now your tailbone is heavy on the mat, but knees are bent. Good, so that means your rib cage is still on. It's not flaring like a cheerleader or somebody in the military. Good, but your tailbone's heavy. So we're neutral spine, there is no tuck, this is a tilt. Because I think everyone kind of see pie here in the corner. I'm gonna straighten her left leg. I'm gonna have her keep her tailbone heavy. We're not looking for a hamstring stretch. Don't toss it up into a hamstring stretch. Pull the toes back and slowly lift up until you feel your fascia go. That's what you want. Hold the tailbone heavy. So Stephanie, you can see someone who's been doing it every day. So Amber's been melting pretty much every day. But you don't want to have the leg way up there until you find, that you're not in a muscle pull, but just a fascia. Take that whole leg and turn it outwards. Good. And then slowly bring it over the midline of the body and bring the other knee in. And where I feel it is coming through the arch of the foot. But everyone's going to feel this different. Go tailbone heavier. Tailbone heavy, tailbone. Go this way. Good. And rib cage tight at the same time. Do you feel that here? Like in here or here? Okay. Karen, you feel the fascia?
Yes.
In here? I feel the whole bottom of my foot some days.
So I don't feel it in
You don't feel it in the foot? Where do you feel it?
up here.
That's okay. Bring it down lower. Let's relax it for a second. Push through the heel.
Push through the heel.
Tailbone heavy. Tailbone on my side like it's got a bowling ball on it. And take it over. Every day our fascia is a little different.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, you're gonna feel it in different spots. Delia, did you feel it? Okay, in your calf, that's fine. Good, and then release. Okay, stay in a release position for a moment and just take a beach ball breath. Does it feel different? Okay. That's okay. That just means the fascia in the calf is tight. And bring both feet down. Karina, do you feel both calves when you do this? Do you feel like the fascia in your calf when you're doing it?
That one I felt in my arch of my foot.
On the arch of your foot, okay. Straighten your other leg so it's parallel. So your quads are parallel to each other.
And my calf too.
Okay. From there, slowly sneak up by flexing the foot, not into a hamstring stretch, but into a fascia lengthening. Tensional pull. So if you push through that heel, slowly come up till you find that feeling. Can you feel that? It's almost on some people nervy. Delia, back out of it 2 inches. Push through your heel. Good, and make your tailbone heavier. Do you feel that, Karen? I can feel it. I can feel your fascia doing this.
Okay.
You feel that?
If I really focus on that, yeah.
Turn that whole leg out from the hip. Slowly cross the midline. Bring the left knee in. So today, what I'm working on is lower back health, lower body lengthening. Good, and release. Slip the roller out and place it over your head, on the floor over your head. Let's stay. Good. No. Good. Reach the arms down like a capital A, reach the legs out. Make sure your head is comfortable, that you're not off the mat. Good. Palms facing up. Relax. Good. From here, do you feel that your shoulders are blown open a little bit more? If you got that and you feel it, I want you to wiggle your fingers. So see if your shoulders feel a little bit more open. Nice. Good. If you open up the fascia on the bottom part of the body, the indirect, then the direct, say the shoulders open up. We always go indirect before direct. So if we've got shoulder issues going on, we actually go to the lower body first. We open up the fascia suit in the body, the lower body, so we go to the upper body. There's room to pull it around. Good. Feel the backs of your rib cage and see if they feel a little bit more relaxed down in the mat. Good. Wiggle your fingers if you feel that one. Nice. Good. Put a pointer finger in your belly button and see if that small curve of your lower back is smaller than it was before. Maybe like a Japanese foot bridge instead of a suspended bridge. If you got that one, wiggle your fingers. Good. Feel your glutes. See if they feel more equal. Or does anybody have their tailbone a little bit more off the mat? Feel your tailbone. Good, I see some yeses on that one. And sometimes it's hard to feel your tailbone, but you'll know if it's in the mat poking down. Good, feel the backs of your legs. See if they feel a bit lower onto the mat. Did anyone get that? Nice, that means I'm releasing tension out of that pelvis. Good, feel your calves, that they're equal. Take a peek at your feet and see if they seem a little bit more relaxed. Good. Bend your knees and take them to the left and push yourself up, and let's do a balance of a tree. So find a piece of tile. Yeah, no Dracula in the coffin. So when I stretch you, stretch your fascia, what you don't want to have happen is that you come straight up like Dracula in a coffin. Boing. That's why we take our knees to the side. Take it in the tree. See if you feel more grounded, more fluid, more communication, rivers flowing through the body. Did anyone get that? Good, bring it down. I'll ask you here. Did anyone get that one? A little bit more balanced? A little bit? Okay. On that side of the room? Okay. And bring it to the other side. Did you guys color coordinate on purpose? Yeah. Feel your balance. See if it feels different. Yay. Bring it down. Come up onto your toes. Do you feel more balanced here? More communication? Bring it down. Do it with your eyes shut.
Yee!
You feel a difference?
I did it! Yeah!
Yay! Okay, anyone feel a difference on their eyes shut doing it? Okay. No, limit. All right. Bring it all the way down. Check your flexibility now that we've opened up that fascia. Oh, just slide your stuff a little bit this way. Good, and bring it up. Did anyone get more flexibility? Okay.
Is this to go or coming?
It's coming in. Thank you. Someone came in the middle of that class. Roll your shoulders back, releasing everything. More stress off the body. Flick it through the floor. Shake it up. One small jump. One big jump if you want. You guys are awesome and done. Right on. So there's 6 spray bottles in the room. Just share. We'll spray down the mat and the rollers. And then we're going to be moving the room around for the next class. Hi, Nancy. I'm gonna spray it, I think, hanging up just to get it out. So the general rule is nobody can wear shoes on those because they'll tear chunks out of them. So I need to get more spray bottles. I have them, I just need to fill them.
There's one guy's done skin surgeries. There you go.
What are you teaching?
Cadillac and chair.
Okay. Okay. Nate, did yeah, they go on that one. The short, stocky ones.
Thank you.
They go over towards the TV.
How'd you get out of school?
See, it's like
I graduated already.
he's 20.
I'm so old, you see. Everybody looks like they're
He actually does.
I actually really do look young.
He looks like he's 14. Is this one ready? Okay. I'll take your mat. Or oh, I'm sure it's good. Thank you, Blue. Hi.
How are you?
Good. You're good today. Good. Yeah. I'm like.
Good.
Oh, I forgot to turn the camera off. Bye, guys at home. Mwah.